two grandmas to celebrate. Whoa. Had to detour, so we're gonna be late. Holiday road.
Get on the holiday road in a Honda Pilot. See your dealer for great holiday deals during the Happy Honda Days sales event.
Friends and Family at Lord & Taylor is going on now. Take an extra 30% off almost everything, 15% off almost all beauty, up to 70% off cashmere, 65% off fine jewelry, women's shoes, and handbags. It's all part of Friends and Family at Lord & Taylor, the best price secret.
Good morning, America. Decision Day. Voters head to the polls this morning to settle that heated Alabama Senate race. Roy Moore and Doug Jones neck and neck bring out star power for their final push overnight. The high-stakes showdown underway right now.
Inspired by ISIS, new details about that New York City terror bomber who attempted to blow up one of the busiest subway stations in America. This surveillance footage capturing the moment his homemade pipe bomb, made with Christmas lights, exploded in the heart of Times Square. The hero first responders who pinned him down, and what we're learning about his past as security steps up this holiday season.
New allegations rock the NFL Network. 3 top analysts suspended accused of sexual misconduct. And the new fallout for celebrity chef Mario Batali, now stepping away from his restaurant empire after 4 women come forward with accusations.
Honeymoon scare. The terrifying moment this new bride, swimming in the Caribbean with her husband, is attacked by a shark. The whole thing caught on camera.
And Billy Kimmel's big debut.
Well, thank you. Hi, I'm Jimmy, and this is Billy.
Jimmy Kimmel's precious baby boy making his first TV appearance. How he's doing after that second heart surgery. And his father's passionate plea to all kids in need.
Live in Times Square, this is GMA with Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos, and Michael Strahan.
Such a precious moment, as Jimmy said. Billy didn't cry, but he did. Daddy sure did. It was quite emotional.
But you know what? It's just a great moment.
Yeah.
And we're glad that Billy is doing so well. And Robin, as you like to say, take your message, make it your message. And Jimmy's done that with what Billy's going through. Yeah. And he has a message for Congress. And that's coming up.
Yeah, it's about that critical children's health insurance program, which Congress has not extended. We're going to have a lot more on that coming up. But first, that Alabama Senate race. Election day is here. Voters choosing between Republican Roy Moore, who is battling multiple sexual misconduct allegations, and the Democrat Doug Jones. The outcome is anyone's guess.
Yeah. The stakes are so high for both parties, and our team is, of course, standing by. So first, let's go to our chief national correspondent, Tom Yamas, for the latest.
Overnight, Roy Moore emerging back on the campaign trail after 5 days away, admitting what his staff wouldn't, that he left town the weekend before the election.
I took approximately 2.5 days to take my wife out of this mess and to let her relax with her son at West Point.
That mess, the Alabama Senate election, and allegations of sexual misconduct from 8 women. 2 who say Roy Moore sexually assaulted them when they were teenagers. Moore has denied the accusations.
Any message to your accusers?
Yeah, tell the truth.
Moore also popping up in a new interview just days before Alabama's election day. The candidate sitting down with a 12-year-old girl. The video organized and posted online by a pro-Trump group. And the former Alabama Chief Justice also appearing in his final rally with the president's one-time chief strategist, Steve Bannon.
This is greater than Judge Moore, right? It's even greater than the people of Alabama.
Bannon savaging Republicans for not backing Moore, including Ivanka Trump, who said she believed the accusers and that there's a special place in hell for people who prey on children.
There's a special place in hell for Republicans who should know better.
At the rally, supporters telling me they simply don't believe the accusations.
Do you think 8 women came together and had a conspiracy and all of them are lying?
Yeah, I do. One big thing.
Why?
Because they wanted to bring down Judge Moore.
But all 8 women who went on the record stand by their stories. Moore's wife, Kayla, also taking the stage and drawing attention with this statement.
Fake news would tell you that we don't care for Jews. So I just want to set the record straight while they're here. One of our attorneys is a Jew.
Kayla Moore went on to say they also have friends who are Jewish.
Doug Jones.
Meanwhile, just outside of Birmingham, Democrat Doug Jones rallying supporters with the help of NBA legend and Alabama native Charles Barkley. Sir Charles going after Roy Moore.
At some point, we got to stop looking like idiots to the nation. He's playing to that base. The same people have been holding us back for many, many years.
Jones telling voters to put decency and Alabama before political parties.
We say no more to discriminating against those that are the least fortunate among us. It's just time, folks, that we say no more.
So all eyes on Alabama today and tonight when polls close at 7 p.m. Central. A Democrat has not won a Senate race here in 25 years. The last time, 1992. George?
Senator Richard Shelby. We're going to bring in our senior White House correspondent, Cecilia Vega, also our senior congressional correspondent, Mary Bruce. Of course, she's on Capitol Hill. Cecilia, let me start with you. They will be watching this at the White House tonight. The White House started out at arm's length from Roy Moore, but the president went all in, so he's got a lot at stake.
Yeah, we watched in real time a real evolution here. George, you remember the president initially backed Roy Moore's primary opponent. And then when the allegations against Roy Moore broke, it was days for the president. He ignored questions, would not go there. Then finally that tacit endorsement. Now he is all in. He recorded that robocall. We heard the Roy Moore campaign say it. A vote against Roy Moore is a vote against Donald Trump. This is going to be a real referendum on this White House, George.
Well, it sure is. Meanwhile, Mary, Republicans in the Senate much more ambivalent. Some have said there has to be an ethics investigation for Moore if he wins tonight. That could take months or even years.
Yeah, George, in many ways, Republicans here on the Hill are in a bit of a lose-lose situation. If Moore does win, he's likely to immediately face that ethics investigation. That's a lengthy, secretive process that could lead to anything from a reprimand to expulsion. But in the meantime, talk about awkward. While Republican voters in Alabama may back Moore, most Republicans I've talked to here on the Hill do not support him. A Moore victory could further divide the GOP. Every Republican on the Hill and out on the campaign trail will be asked where they stand on this issue. Even some Republicans I've talked with admit a Moore victory would be a gift to Democrats.
But, Mary, even if Democrat Doug Jones wins, he's not likely to be in place before the tax bill is done.
Yeah, a Jones victory is not likely to have any impact on the immediate tax fight, but obviously that's not what Republicans want either. They have just a slim 2-vote majority here in the Senate. If they lose this key seat, it could put their agenda in real peril, George.
Cecilia, let me bring this back to you. This has all put new focus on the president's accusers as well. A lot of back and forth at the White House briefing yesterday. Now you've got some senators calling on the president to resign or be investigated.
Yeah, and 3 of those accusers came forward again yesterday, people who came forward during the campaign calling for Congress to investigate. The White House is walking an impossible line on this one. George, you've got the president endorsing an accused child molester. They don't want to answer questions about his own accusers. The default answer here is, as they've been saying, George, they're all liars.
Okay, Cecilia Vega, Mary Bruce, thanks very much. Michael?
All right, George, we're now going to go to that attempted terror attack here in New York City. We have new images of the suspect who told officials he was inspired by ISIS to set off that pipe bomb. And one of the busiest subway stations in Manhattan, ABC's Gio Benitez, is at that station now. And Gio, as expected, security is on high alert this morning.
That's right, Michael. Good morning to you. This is a 250,000 people come through here every single day. And I want to show you this right now because they just reopened it. This is that tunnel where that pipe bomb was detonated. You can see all of those commuters coming through here. That's exactly how it would have been Monday morning.
This morning, surveillance video capturing the moment a homemade pipe bomb exploded in a subway tunnel. Watch here. Police say this man has the bomb strapped to his body, surrounded by unsuspecting commuters. Then suddenly, an explosion, a cloud of smoke. The crowd disperses, injuring 5 and leaving the suspect on the ground. The bomb only partially detonated. It was 7:20 a.m., the middle of rush hour.
This was an attempted terrorist attack. Thank God the perpetrator did not achieve his ultimate goals.
Moments after the blast, these 4 Port Authority police officers rushed towards the scene, finding an injured male on the ground, wires coming out of his clothes and reaching for a cell phone.
He intentionally detonated that device.
The perpetrator, identified as 27-year-old Akayed Ullah, who authorities say intentionally set off the device. And this morning we know more about what was inside that bomb. Law enforcement sources telling ABC News it was built from a 12-inch pipe with black powder and a 9-volt battery with a wire that came from a Christmas light.
The device is based on a pipe bomb. It was affixed to his person
with a combination of Velcro and zip ties.
Witnesses describe the sudden bang and smoke.
The police were all behind them saying, "Everybody out of the building, everybody out of the building."
The 5 people hurt describe injuries from headaches to ringing in the ears, but none life-threatening. In fact, all have been treated and released.
And back out here live underground at Port Authority, I want to show you this image right now. Last night, One World Trade Center was lit up red, white, and blue after this attack. But again, we can't say this enough. All of those injured have been released from the hospital. No one was killed here, Michael.
And Gia, what is the feeling in the subway this morning? I mean, we're looking behind you, looks like business as usual.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Michael, you know New Yorkers. It is fast-paced down here, lots of energy, and that really just means, as you said, business as usual.
All right, thank you, Gio. Guess everybody's just getting back on track and going back to work.
As they should. All right, Michael, for more on the bomber and what may have inspired this attack, let's go to our senior justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas. He's there in Washington. Good morning, Pierre.
Robin, good morning. There's real concern today about the potential for copycats and more lone wolf radicals as we approach the heart of the holiday season. The attempted attack was a nightmare scenario. A would-be suicide bomber on mass transit, a suspect with no criminal background, and not on the government's terrorism radar.
This morning, the FBI and the NYPD, desperate to find out how Akayed Ola ended up here, sprawled on the ground, severely injured after trying to kill himself and everyone around him in a terror attack. Authorities trying to answer how a 27-year-old who'd been living a quiet life in the U.S. for roughly 7 years after immigrating from Bangladesh became an ISIS-inspired potential killer. Authorities say the one-time limo driver had been secretly assembling the bomb in his apartment after learning how to put together one online. His neighbors apparently completely unaware, but several describing his demeanor as cocky.
Ridiculous. I mean, you never know who your neighbors are. You just got to be careful.
Sources tell ABC News Ullah had no known ties to terror, but investigators say he carried out his attack in the name of ISIS and read al-Qaeda propaganda online. At this point, no evidence that those groups supplied direct training or financing for the attempted attack.
We are now seeing an increased number of attacks committed by people who are inspired by what they see online, who self-connect with a terrorist ideology, but operate separate or independent.
Ullah's apparently been talking. Sources telling ABC News he said he was angry about the plight of Muslims, making references to Gaza, Syria, and Iraq.
The internet, Wolf, is the bridge across the ocean. And I think that's what we're seeing more and more.
The FBI currently has roughly 1,000 ISIS-related terror investigations ongoing in all 50 states.
Many of the cases involve suspects with no direct ties to ISIS other than being radicalized online. And this young man appears to be the newest poster boy. Sources saying the only reason that he did not kill anyone is that his crude bomb malfunctioned, Robin.
We're very thankful for that. So how is this affecting security heading into the holidays, Pierre?
Robin, these are really tense times. Law enforcement and intelligence officials are redoubling their efforts, checking out all leads. And I think in major cities like New York, you'll see additional police at public events, shows of force to signal that authorities are ready for anything.
That's right. Thank you, Pierre.
All right, thank you, Robin. And now to those wildfires out west. The massive Thomas Fire, raging in California for over a week now, threatening homes, but thankfully, firefighters are starting to gain some ground. ABC's Matt Gutman, he's in Santa Barbara County with more, and good morning to you, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Michael. It's hard to imagine, but what you're seeing behind me is actually a good sign. This is a backfire, actually lit by firefighters. What they're trying to do is black out this entire area to prevent the advance of that fire down to Carpinteria below. All of this is to save the homes here. This morning, the Thomas Fire continuing its march towards the towns of Carpinteria and Montecito. On the ground, thousands of firefighters making a last stand to protect homes, and from the sky, an enormous aerial assault. That is the fourth tanker we've seen in just a few minutes, dropping that air retardant, flying right over our heads. And just a half mile from there, we met the Claffey family, their cars packed.
I've never seen anything like this before.
They are among tens of thousands ordered from their homes as the fire advances.
A lot of farmers are being impacted, and people don't realize that this is all agricultural land.
Right.
You know?
So it's not only that your home is threatened,
Right.
it's that your livelihood.
Our livelihood.
Little Maisie is the 5th generation of her family of farmers to live here, in tow her prized possessions.
I brought all of my seals.
The family fleeing the onslaught of the fire and the noxious haze that has shrouded this community for over a week now.
How much concern is there about the air quality?
Oh, it's terrible.
And so fires like these have been blowing smoke up into the air for several days, and it's been settling down in the valley below. That has created a health risk with all this smoke in the air in 3 counties, affecting tens of thousands of people, which is why everywhere you go here, you see people wearing these masks. They're even giving them out for free here in Santa Barbara County. Michael.
All right. Thank you, Matt.
Amazing that is necessary. We're going to move on now to that powerful moment on Jimmy Kimmel last night. You saw him walk out with his little boy, Billy, just off his 2nd heart surgery last week. And Jimmy made a passionate plea to Congress to pass health care for all children in need. Take a look.
Well, thank you. Hi, I'm Jimmy. This is Billy. I was out last week because this guy had a heart surgery. But look, he's fine, everybody. He had pooped, but he's fine. Daddy cries on TV, but Billy doesn't. It's unbelievable. And we also want to thank the very bright and talented doctors and nurses at Children's Hospital who treated Billy, and not just Billy, many kids with so much caring and compassion, children from every income level whose health is especially threatened right now because of something you probably never heard of. It's called CHIP. CHIP is the Children's Health Insurance Program. It covers around 9 million American kids whose parents make too much money to qualify for Medicaid but don't have access to coverage, affordable coverage to their jobs, which means it almost certainly covers children you know. So once again, I'm asking you, Billy's asking you to make 2 phone calls you shouldn't have to make. Jam the House and Senate phones tonight, tomorrow, as long as it takes. Tell them to take a break from tax cuts for a minute and fully fund CHIP immediately. Guillermo, you want to come take Billy from me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's starting to get and change him too while you're at it. And remember, no, don't get him under the arms. Just, yeah, there you go. And remember, back to front, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, there you go. Like 2 babies.
You know, this children's health insurance program has never, ever been controversial, bipartisan, passed by Republicans and Democrats year after year after year, but it's just gotten held up by all these controversies in Congress now. So it's actually important to have those phone calls made.
And Jimmy and Molly have faced criticism for being so outspoken, but they said if they can save one child's life, it is totally worth it.
Absolutely.
And this program does it.
It does. Let's go to Rob now. With the snow and cold moving into the Northeast.
Hey, good morning, guys. Here it comes. The first signs of it. Rush out to Target and get your supplies. Hurry up. Out of Kalamazoo, Michigan, the snow coming down heavily, lake enhanced there. But just outside of Chicago yesterday, an inch or 2 of snow as the leading edge of this cold air begins to drift to the south and east. We've got freeze watches all the way down into Florida once again in anticipation of this cold air, and winter storm warnings at ahead of this system with significant snow is expected across northern New York, and northern New England could see 6 to 10 inches, especially in the mountains. All right, wind chills this afternoon. This is as warm as it's going to feel today. 2 degrees in Chicago. It'll feel like -3 at 2 p.m. in Detroit. That is shivering stuff. And tomorrow morning across Washington, D.C., New York City, and Boston, looking at 14 degrees for a wind chills. 3 in Cleveland, 7 degrees in Charleston, and 15 in Raleigh. This is dangerous stuff. Remember to protect your pipes, your pets, and your people, the elderly that you may live next door to. All right, it's time now for your wind chill forecast, brought to you by Burlington.
We always come to Burlington to buy our coats.
And we also come to give them back, to help those in need. Can't beat the brands, the styles, and when we donate a coat at Burlington, we get 10% off our entire purchase. It makes buying coats here even more meaningful. Bring in your coats!
I recommend you all go in your closets, grab a coat, and let's make this the warmest season ever.
It's getting a little cold outside, so I wanted to remind everybody to go and donate a coat.
Donate your coats.
Make sure you donate your coats.
Thank you.
Go now to any Burlington store to donate a coat and join our coat drive.
Expect morning clouds, afternoon sunshine. Today's high 50. I know that doesn't sound bad. That'll be around lunchtime, 1 o'clock today. Our temperatures really falling off as we get into the late afternoon, evening hours to about 40 degrees by around 5 o'clock. With the wind gusting to around 30 miles per hour, it will feel much colder, but nothing like tomorrow. Tomorrow's high is 33. It'll feel like we're in the teens and 20s, and then a chance for some early morning icy conditions Thursday as we get just a little bit of snow late Wednesday.
And coming up here on GMA, sexual misconduct allegations rock the NFL network.